Several years ago, I had these upstairs neighbors that were just so noisy. Whether it be like 10 p.m. at night, even sometimes like midnight, I would hear these loud thumps and it sounded like someone slamming dresser drawers closed. And this understandably made me furious when it kept happening, especially when I would be trying to get to sleep. When I would hear these noises from upstairs, I would be thinking things like, they are trying to get on my nerves, or they hate me, they don't like me. And those thoughts themselves actually just made me feel more angry, annoyed, and irritated. I would get so mad that I would even do what you might have seen in the movies or TV shows where people will take their broom and they'll hit the ceiling with the broomstick. I made sure to just put some thick socks on the end of the broom so it wouldn't puncture the ceiling. My feet get cold easily, okay? So what I'm going to show you today is a practice that you can do to help make it so that you're not personalizing things so much. And if you stick around to the end, I'll tell the end of my story and also give you some information on how you can apply this non-personalization, if you will, to your everyday life. Let's start by taking just one deep breath. And now, just getting comfy. What we're going to do first to just ease into this is listen to sounds. So first, if you want to, you can go ahead and close your eyes. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. You can just keep them open. I've got you covered there. Now, just noticing anything that you hear without getting caught up in the story of what that sound is or trying to figure out what the sound is, just noticing it. Maybe you're hearing something that's happening outside of your room, your building. Perhaps it's a car alarm going off, a dog barking, an airplane, a helicopter. Or maybe it's something you hear inside your room, like a fan blowing. Now, for whatever you've noticed, even if it's not a sound, what I invite you to do is just seeing if you can accept that this is how things are right now. Just this acceptance alone can help us to let go of something that we can't control. Letting go in a sense that it doesn't have to impact us so much despite its happening. And now, even going a step further and just surrendering to whatever is happening right now. However you feel, whatever you hear, whatever else you sense. Now bring in your attention to your breath. And just noticing your natural breath as you breathe normally. There's no need to make it deeper or longer. And to help with our focus on the breath, what we can also do is choose to focus our attention on a part of the breath that stands out most clearly to us. Maybe this is feeling the breath as you breathe in and out through your nostrils, over the tip of your nose, over your upper lip. Could even be feeling the rise and fall of the chest or belly. Just pick wherever the breath stands out most clearly for you and just focus your attention there for a while. And just noticing where your focus is in this moment. And if something has come your way to distract you, like sounds or thoughts even, then that's okay. And just noticing what is your reaction to this distraction. Are you noticing that there's some automatic thoughts coming up for you, like the sounds outside are coming from people trying to annoy me? Whatever it is that you've noticed, I invite you to see if you can just take it as information, and it's nothing else other than information. And just bringing your attention back to where you feel the breath the most. And just being aware of where your attention is right now. And if you got caught up in thought, then that's all right. That's just what our minds do. They think. Just know that whatever thought has come up for you, it's just a thought, and you don't have to follow it. Thoughts aren't facts. Coming back to the breath gently. And bringing your attention to whatever's happening in this moment. Noticing if there's any expectations popping up for you. Like if you have this thought that I need to do this meditation correct. Just know that there is no right or wrong way to do this. Maybe it goes further than that, and what you've noticed is that you're being really critical of yourself. I encourage you, now that we have a more clear mind, hopefully, after meditating a little bit, to challenge those thoughts coming up. You might ask yourself, what evidence do I have that this is actually true? Just gently bringing your attention back to the breath again. And just noticing how you feel. Now relaxing your attention as you continue to rest here. When we're going about our everyday life, it can be really easy for us to just automatically take something on that's not necessarily true. If we're in traffic and someone cuts us off, we might have this automatic thought that they're trying to make me mad right now. How we can apply this to our everyday life is to challenge these thoughts. When we have a thought after someone cuts us off in traffic that they're trying to make us late, you can ask yourself, what evidence do I have that they actually want to make me mad or make me late? This is challenging though, and there might actually be something that we need to do first. Maybe you even already tried doing something like this and it didn't work out so well. Maybe it was really hard to get yourself to that mental space where you could even think clearly like that. In order for us to achieve that more clear mindset, what we can do is just practice being mindful. And it can be just like we practiced earlier, being aware of all the sounds that you're hearing. Or, and what I like to do, is to focus attention on the physical sensations, the things you feel inside your body, And after you notice that you just feel better, feel more calm perhaps, or have a clearer mind, this is where you can challenge those thoughts. And other times, when people are clearly just being inconsiderate, just remembering that in most cases it's probably not you, it's them. Maybe it even helps you to think about that person who cut you off in traffic is perhaps going through some death in the family, or maybe there's some emergency that they're driving a family member to the hospital, or maybe it's just other personal things that they have going on, and that they're like this to not just you, but many other people. We don't have to personalize all the things that are said and done around or towards us. And that in itself can be freeing. Now, bringing your attention back again to hearing all the sounds around you. And gently moving your fingers, your toes. And when you're ready, opening your eyes. My story ends in that after I was able to start just hearing sounds as just sounds and nothing more than that, I noticed that I really didn't feel that anger, frustration, annoyance, irritation much more. I mean, I would feel it once in a while, but it would be more like a 1 out of 10 instead of like a 10 out of 10 I was feeling before. Just being able to do this helped me to accept that whatever's happening right now is out of my control. And eventually, things got better. Those neighbors moved out, and I was very happy about that. But what I really learned about all this is that when people do annoying things, they're really not trying to do it to you specifically. So I didn't need to personalize things. And that made it easier to do other things too, like playing online games, where you know what happens there. If you really thrive on structure, I challenge you for the next 2 weeks, almost every day, at least once a day, to do this practice we just did. I'll left a link in the description below that'll take you straight to the guided portion of this video. So I hope you found this meditation helpful, and if you did, I hope that you'll like, comment, subscribe. That'll help you know when I put out a new practice in the future, helping you cultivate a life more meaningful for you. What are some things that you've done that have helped you to just not take things so personally? Just let me know in the comments below. Not only did I talk about the concept of not personalizing things, but also the concept of non-reactivity. And if this is something you think you could benefit more from, like if you want to be more calm or even keeled around annoying noises, people, or sensations or emotions you'd rather not feel, then watch this video right here where I guide a practice on just being more non-reactive. I'll see you in the next video.